Have you ever dismissed an album to find that it got stuck in your head somehow, so you had to go back maybe the next day to find out? Well, today's album did exactly that, and it took me to church. Here's the story. It is just wow. Terry back again with your daily metal album review, hoping you also enjoyed yesterday's selection for your collection. I cover everything in Apple Music's metal section exclusively. My reviews, test drive, analyze, and break down the newest extreme releases from my weekly charts so you don't have to. I'm going to pair today's album review up with another extreme pick for you to add to your collection afterwards because, you love getting more new metal music, right? Well, today's selected album is Lifeless Birth by Necrot, and it's the band's latest album up for a fresh Redline review. Let's move ahead here. In Apple Music, I open the band's page and I see that there are 7 strong-sounding tracks totaling 40 minutes. The album cover artwork, as you can see, is an ultra-creative, multicolored piece with custom fonts. Kudos to the artist for the creative work. It's pretty unforgettable. This review, again, is not a first listen. It's the second. Remember, it had to grow on me, and man, did it ever. Track 1 opens heavy with a smash bass, pummeling mix of growl, rhythms, and melodies. I love the drilling intensity right through and through. Track 2 attacks ferociously with that swarming, rangy riff work and intense thrash tempo with monstrous death metal tones. Everything thick and balanced in the rhythm section. Fabulous track. Track 3 is unrelenting and vicious with fiery growl, rangy riffs, and solos with huge percussion and big layers of bass. I am loving it big time. Next, track 4 sends shivers down my spine with enough rhythmic intensity to overload my senses, I swear. Proof here, track number 4, that speed doesn't equal heavy. Okay, this song here, it shook my soul. It's a monster track that I have to put on repeat a few times to get a big dose of it. Track number 5 is just rich with monster energy and a punishing complete wall of death metal sound. It is amazing. The rest of the album, everybody, is phenomenal. Every second of it. Okay, kudos to Necrot on an amazing job well done here. In summary, I feel like this is an essential, pure death metal album. The live show must be commanding. I'm pretty sure of that. Recording and sound quality here, it's professional. The production and musicality here was both raw and refined, in my opinion. I'm going to rate the overall levels of rhythm and tempo as a massive 5, 6, 7, 8, and even 8+ intensity range, while the harmonies and melodies were the same thing, between a 5 and even an 8+, maybe even beyond once you listen to it. That's the range of presence in this album here too. I find that the lyrical theme is violence, and becoming a mainstream or radio act here is just no way, unless it's on my radio station. The range, flow, and layout of the album is tight, and the tracks are arranged meticulously. They understood the assignment here for sure. Great job. I describe the vocals as beast-like, while the guitar work is astounding everywhere with that swarming style that I can't really describe well. Bass section was thick and mean, and finally the drums and percussion performance was a thunderous performance, full snap, top to bottom, 100% raw electric instruments only here, no samples, sound bites, or anything. Overall, the energy and intensity here is massive. They feel a bit like Mortis Skuld, if that helps put your mind at ease, but really, Necrot here is very unique amongst themselves. I went to ChatGPT, and they seem to compare Necrot with Tomb Mold and Gatecreeper amongst a few others. Temperature rating I gave here is ultra hot, easily at a 9 heat intensity with a dark tonality feel, which I'll also set at a level 9 intensity shade. Well, the overall color I give to this is black as coal. The album cover, does it match the feel of the music? Of course it does. It's really great artwork to match a really great album for sure. General feeling I had during this session was shivers, okay? It led me to give this album a huge seismic reading of 9.0, usually reserved for the slam metal culture, but this death metal album gets away with a full 9 here. This is going to be great music, easily for get-togethers over food and drink, I believe. And finally, my reveal. The predictions from earlier were fairly solid. I said death metal. Remember, I did listen to the album before. My genre description remains the same the second time around. The official bio, when I went to their bio, was death metal. Means I'm on point here today. My favorite tracks, every single track here is solid, but track number 4 is off the rails. It gave me a feeling I haven't had about metal in a long, long time. Of course, it went into my library just on the merit of track 4 alone. But don't take my word for it, okay? Stream and experience them for yourself. This album here was a lot of fun. And that is it for another episode of Redline Reviews. And I'm going to dig into my treasure chest and recommend Creation Undone by Morta Skuld, just for you. Say thanks for hanging out with me today. And a recap, yesterday during episode 106, I reviewed The Great Odd Ones by Inner Sanctum, and I added Unextinct by Hideous Divinity from my secret stash there at the end. And hey, there's 4 big albums in 7 minutes for you there. See that last episode for the full scoop. Stream them for yourself and see if they are for you. And lastly, remember, everybody, you have the power to support all artists, okay? Stream them, engage them on social, buy the merch, see them live if you can. Join me again soon for another episode of Redline Reviews. And finally, hit that subscribe to get notified so you can get your new albums here first. Happy Thursday. Cheers.